Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining me for the second half of our uh, episode uh, for today, which is called Is It the Flu? Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out, but I'm probably assuming that it is because when you have the flu, you don't feel good and you're sleepy and everything else, and you don't feel like eating or anything. Well, I've been looking into a couple of things. I've gotten some questions and answers on what needs to happen, but I'm not really going into details and any of that kind of stuff. But it will be taken care of. I don't really have to worry about it. All I can say is that the person basically, if you have the flu, epidemic, stomach flu, or whatever, the best thing to do is to drink. I'd say be careful what you eat. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what they're gonna tell you. They'll tell you what you need to eat. As far as food restrictions go, it's similar to what would happen like if you were in the hospital, in the emergency room. The doctor would make a decision on whatever diagnosis they happen to find out, and then they would discuss it with you and let you know exactly what they found out, and then they'll probably talk more about whatever that was done, which that I don't know anything about. So please don't quote me on that because I'm not a doctor, I'm not a specialist or anything. I don't know anything about that. So I'm just trying to help you guys out a little bit. But I mean, those questions and that you ask your neurologist or, mainly your physician, and then your physician would be able to tell you more and what to do, referrals and all that. So the that would be the first person to go and ask to be your regular doctor, and that's as far as I'm gonna go with that. Um, there are other details, but the best thing to do is just to call and get answers from your regular physician if you want to know more about what do I do, after they have the flu and they start getting symptoms again, that kind of thing, and you're concerned about it. um, Make a phone call and ask the physician again what needs to happen, or just listen to the instructions on what would be necessary, and then just follow those instructions. That's basically all I do know. And now we're going to go on to another part, which is the recovery part. It does take time for your body to, fight off, to fight off the flu and all that kind of stuff. Um, or if you're mainly if you got a cold, your body has to fight off that cold. So there's different viruses that have been going around that I do know. I know the flu has really been bad. I've been very lucky. I haven't gotten the flu or anything. I'm I can't believe it. I'm very lucky. I don't know how, but we'll just say I'm very, very lucky. So God is on my side. So that's a good thing. He's trying to keep me well, so I'm not getting sick. After having the seizures on Monday and Tuesday was really a bad day for me. So I decided to stay home again for one more day to see what happens, and maybe again on Thursday. I'm not sure. It depends on if there's any other symptoms that happen with me, and then I'll worry about what needs to be taken care of. So, other than that, I'm doing all right. So, yeah. And so there's really not much to talk about, but I can just tell you that I am gonna have some tea though. So I'll take you for a little walk. Um, so mainly what I've been doing is I'm really sorry, I gotta turn this back on. Mainly what I've been doing is learning to stay calm. Well, I'm always calm, but I've always been calm, but the problem is if if someone else is sick, how do you calm them down if they don't understand what's going on? Well, sit down and talk to them about it if they don't understand. Or and the other thing is when people are sick, I'm just giving you guys advice. So if you don't understand this clearly, I'm just giving you my advice. The thing of it is that if someone's sick, you want to make sure that you keep them like if if your son, your daughter, your child is not sick currently right now, the best thing to do is to like keep them isolated from the person that has the actual flu, stomach flu, or a cold. Because if they're around that person, then the person that has it, that has the bug or whatever, can mainly be the one that gets sick. So the main thing is to let that person get a lot of rest and let them get better, and leave everything else in somebody else's hands. But really, what I normally do is, for starters, what I normally do, that's actually very relaxing for me, I do what I can. I can't really cure everything, in other terms. There has to be somebody else that has to, figure out what's going on and stuff like that. And then they might, I might be asked some questions, but I, you know, I just do whatever I need to do, and all of that. So, um, the thing that you also want to make sure is that you have stuff sanitized, especially during the flu season. I find that everything's got to be sanitized down, like everything. Everything doesn't matter if you just see a spot of like let's say you spilt something. It doesn't matter if you see like a little bit of a spill or something. Sanitize everything, like counters, tables, anything that you can see that can be sanitized, because otherwise you might be catching it. So be careful. Okay. Now we're gonna move on to something totally different. Okay. And now the next thing I want to talk about with everyone is I don't even know why I'm doing this today. What am I doing today? I don't know. I'm supposed to be relaxing, and I want to get stuff done, but I gotta go easy on myself and not do too much. So I guess I'll have some tea and sit down. I don't think I should be doing anything else for the rest of the day. Um, Hold on one second. Um, am I gonna do this? Oh, this might help if I turn this off. Alright, hold on, I gotta get something. Just realized I forgot something. Figure out where it's at. Alright, I'm just doing this for a minute for privacy. I had to grab something, but I had to do this for privacy reasons, so give me one moment. Okay, I'm back. I just had to do that for privacy reasons, because I had to grab something. I didn't want anybody seeing what I was doing. I just had to get something out of my room, but I'm all right. And so uh, I did a couple of dishes. I did that. Now I'm gonna sit down and have some tea now, and just I guess relax the rest of the day. Mainly is what my general focus will be today is doing that, and then I might vacuum later. The only thing I've done so far is the garbage. I took out the garbage. I did that. I just got to clean the bathroom, sanitize that, and then I believe that's about it for today. And then maybe straighten up my room, and I'll probably do that later. Right now, I'm not going to do that because I'm waiting for somebody to come over to do something for me. I can't really go into detail. I just have something else going on today that I have to ask uh, an anonymous person some questions about. So that's what's happening. It's just something that I have to do. So, and I'm not about to tell everybody that because it's private. And I had told you guys before that I would be blocking out um, anything that is related to personal things that I do in or outside my home will be strictly private. So there'll be a lot of things I don't discuss anymore. So the way I just said that sentence is the way I'm going to leave it, meaning that I'm blocking out other things that you guys might ask me. I mean, if I got comments about, I was just looking at something. Now, if I had gotten comments about a certain question, and if it was too personal or whatever, I won't respond to it. So if it's more questions of, other things that you want to know about, and it all depends. I've got to be very careful about what I answer and what I say. So that's why I'm always watching and looking at the comment section below because I'm not exactly sure if what a person is gonna say because I've already been through that road where I'd gotten that comment on my page. I can't remember what it said. I'm not gonna tell you what it said, but I can tell you now I've got to be very careful about comments coming through on my page. Because after that, I wasn't too happy. So unfortunately, I have to be really, really, very, very careful now because I'm watching. So yeah. But anyway, I'm just still streaming. I was trying to get some water and have some tea here and just sit down with you guys and just talk about stuff. And we're going to talk about in a moment, we'll talk about some really, really exciting things that we're going to be doing. Hopefully, is what my goal is. There it is. All right, I was looking for my cup that had my water and I'm going to have some tea. Yeah, it will be really relaxing. I can't wait until I get my relief here, and that's going to happen very, very quickly here. I can hardly wait for it to happen. And that's just around the corner. After I have my tea, I'm going to relax, is what I'm going to be doing for the most part. Alright, so I'm just finishing up here, just putting a couple of things away. I don't want the tables trashed or anything like that. I try to keep this place fairly decent. For the most part, is what I normally do. Just keep everything to You know, I don't know why that's there. I'll put these over here. So, yeah. Another relaxing day, guys. This stuff in the bedroom. Yeah. Let me just do this. There. I'm back. I had to put some mail away. I didn't want anybody to see the address or anything like that on what it said on the outside of it. That they print out and it has the name and address and things like that. That was the reason why um, I had to turn the camera in a different direction so you guys couldn't see what I was doing. So there are changes that I am making with all my blogs. So I'm always going to blog. You know I'm going to. But there's just some things that I really got to be careful about because um, I've always been in that protective spot right there and always asking, questions and stuff. But I am going to go because someone is here and I'll talk to you guys later.